Do you know that heaps of garbage all over the world are thrown away in the sea and they are accumulated under the sea, under the water of the sea? And this happens especially in the Pacific Ocean. This type of debris, this type of garbages are accumulated under the sea, and this creates a great Pacific garbage patch. We can see the garbage patch in this image, and this is under the sea. So, today's discussion is regarding the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, also described as the Pacific trash vortex of marine debris particles in the north central Pacific Ocean. We have already discussed that the heaps of garbage or the marine debris, they are thrown into the sea, and thus they go to the depth of the water, and thus a trash vortex is created. Trash vortex means a gyre of debris, marine debris. So this gyre is called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and this is in the north central Pacific Ocean. We can also see the garbage under the water in this image. The garbage patch is located roughly from 135° west to 155° west and 35° north to 45° north in the Pacific Ocean. The collection of plastic and floating trash originates from the Pacific Rim, including countries in Asia, North America, and South America. Actually, this garbage comes from the Pacific Rim. What is the meaning of the Pacific Rim? Pacific Rim is a number of countries, and those countries throw away the garbage or debris in the sea. And those countries are from Asia, North America, and South America. So those countries throw their garbage in the sea, and this garbage means the plastics or other waste. Okay, and such a floating trash is created in the Pacific Ocean. The patch is actually two enormous masses of ever-growing garbage. Okay, this patch regarding which we are talking, this patch is the sum of the actually two enormous masses of garbage which is ever growing and which is going to increase day by day, because all the countries from these continents throw their garbage in the sea. So this is ever growing and this continues, this activities continues. The sum of garbage is thrown away by the countries in the continents Asia, North America, and South America. An ocean current about 6,000 miles long, referred to as the subtropical convergence zone, connects the two patches, which extend over an indeterminate area depending on the degree of the plastic concentration. Actually, the current of oceans approximately 6,000 miles long, and this creates this patch of garbage. And how far the patches will extend, this depends on the concentration of the plastics. Concentration means the bulk of plastic, the bulk amount of plastic. Okay, the quantity of plastics. This depends how far the patches will extend. The vortex is characterized by exceptionally mass amount plastic chemical surge, wood pulp, and the debris trapped by the currents of the North Pacific gyre. Actually, the vortex means a gyre. বাংলায় যদি অর্থ করা হয় ভোটেক্স কথাটা মানে হচ্ছে ঘূর্ণি, ওই ধরনের যে জঞ্জাল বা আবর্জনা যে ঘূর্ণি সৃষ্টি করে, দ্যাট ইজ ক্যারেক্টারাইজড বাই এক্সেপশনালি মাস অ্যামাউন্ট অফ প্লাস্টিক হুইচ ইজ ক্রিয়েটেড বাই দ্য মাস অ্যামাউন্ট অফ plastic, chemical surge, chemical particles, okay, wood pulp, and the other debris, other types of waste, and they are trapped by the currents of the North Pacific gyre. The gyre actually traps those waste of plastic, chemical, surge, wood pulp, etc., and some other wastes, and thus the patch is created. The size of the patch is indefinite because it depends on the range of the distribution of debris. Actually, we cannot determine the size of the patch because it depends on the accumulation of the plastics and other waste. Okay, and that is why in a particular time we cannot measure the size of that patch. Most debris consists of small plastics particles suspended at or just below the surface, evading detection by aircraft or satellite. Actually, the meaning of this sentence is that we cannot determine the or we cannot track that debris because they are just under the surface of the water and they are accumulated just below the surface of the water, and that is why with the help of any aircraft or satellite we cannot detect actually where the debris are and at what position the debris are or the patch is. Instead, the size of the patch is determined by sampling, and estimates of size range from 7 lakh square kilometers. The size of the patch is very big, and the size is determined, the measurement is determined by sampling. Sampling is a type of other measurement, okay, and by sampling this is the size of this patch is determined, and the approximately estimate of the size is from 7 lakh square kilometers. And there is no doubt that the size of this patch is very big. From 7 lakh square kilometer means the size of this patch is very big. So I think today's discussion has made clear the concept how the patch in the Pacific Ocean is created and how the debris or the marine debris are thrown away on the sea from different countries in the world. If the video is useful, then please give a like and share this video to your friends and relatives. We are meeting on the next video. Thank you.